you done? What you done? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Bet 'em in the break room. What you done?
Yo, what it do is Big Bink from Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. Got my main man Action Jackson with me. What up, bro?
Man, hold up, as my friend Big Bink would say. Isn't that just saying, like, man,
you
hold
surprised
up.
me. You surprised me, dog.
Oh, I listen. Come on, B. I
Man,
listen.
hold
I'm
up.
a team player. Man,
And we got our
hold
sister
up.
Shani with us. What's up, Shani?
Hey, good afternoon to everybody.
So recently, MLK Day was celebrated across the world.
Yes.
And real quick question: have you guys ever been to the Lorraine Motel,
Yes.
the Civil Rights Museum in Memphis? Have you ever been there?
Never been.
Put that on your bucket list.
Got to. It's on there.
Because
Check
when
bucket.
you go there, they give you an up close and personal view of the civil rights movement. But more importantly, they take you to room 306 and what it looked like, and what the guys were doing, and how the furniture looked, how the beds looked, how the cups, plates, forks, knives, cartons of milk. It hasn't been disturbed in years, and it's sitting there on the table as they were having their meeting before, Dr. King and Jesse Jackson and the other two guys went out when he was fatally shot on that balcony. And you know what else that I didn't know until I went there?
What?
The length. Let me look at the camera. The length, the arm length from the floor to where he was shot, I could touch it with my hand. It's not high at all.
Oh, wow.
Low
It's
ceilings.
not. It's low.
Yeah, they didn't have vaulted ceilings.
No, well, not ceilings, but I'm just saying where, because it's a rail right there where he was standing in front of the door. But
Yeah.
on TV, it looks so high.
Yeah, I mean, the images that we see on TV and other things, when you see that, it makes it look bigger than life itself. Like, man, it's almost like a Hyatt or something.
No, I literally.
And it's more like a Motel 6.
Yep,
Right.
literally.
The doors are on the outside.
Shout out Motel 6, keep the light on.
Yeah, I was so surprised when I was like, wow, this is really like small.
Yeah.
They got the same cars that was there
Exactly.
supposedly that day. But Shani, you got some MLK facts that I didn't even know about.
Yeah, so we got some fun facts about MLK so we can continue the celebration on because, of course, after this Black History Month happens. But one thing, did y'all know that he entered college when he was only 15 years old
What?
in 1944?
Wow.
No, I didn't know that. He was 15.
I didn't know that either.
15. He did
Man.
4 years at Morehouse, graduated, got his BS, and he pledged Alpha. So sorry.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
didn't.
I know he's an
He
alpha.
didn't do the secret
We all
thing.
make mistakes every now and then.
But
Shout out to the mob. We all make mistakes on that, but it's all right.
But
It's all right.
yeah, so that's interesting to go to college when you're 15 and be finished by the time you're 19.
How about that?
Yeah. 15,
Wow.
I think I was 9th grade.
I know people 19 still in high school.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Man, hold up.
Well, 15, I was a junior in high school because I got skipped. I was
Look at you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
skipped.
15. I was a junior.
The smart one of us.
Absolutely. And then also, he was also the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh,
So he's done a
nice.
lot of things, first. And I guess at this point, there's not another young person or anybody that's been younger than him to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. But I'm going to be very transparent right now. I am the smart one out of this group. However, I really don't understand what the Nobel Peace Prize is. I don't get it. Why do they give this out every year?
Action?
Yeah, and they always look to me. But she's the smart one. No, the Nobel Peace Prize is number one. The big thing about the Nobel Peace Prize is the $1 million. You get $1 million.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you win the prize.
Oh, wow.
So that's the big thing about that. And number one, it's just the recognition of your accomplishment of the work that you've done, recognized by your peers. But the big thing, honestly, is the $1 million that you get from receiving the award.
But
never
why is
knew
it
that.
called the Nobel Peace Prize? Is it for people that create peace?
Yeah, it's for people who strive to give that not only peace, but the works that they do to help out throughout society, their nations, just what they do. Period. So It is a great award, and he deserved it too. He deserved it. Everybody doesn't.
So he got $1
deserve the award.
million back then?
Yeah, he got $1 million.
Shoot, that was like $10 million back then.
Yeah.
You get $1 million in
Dang, $1
'63
million?
or
Yeah,
'65?
well, I don't know if they increased that or not. With that, we'd have to go to the Google machine.
Right.
Okay.
But I don't know how much it was back in the day. But I know now, if you win the Nobel Peace Prize, it's $1 million.
Wow.
And then also, when speaking of Lorraine Motel, that's not the first time somebody attempted an assassination on him. That was the second time. The first time he was in Harlem doing a book signing.
Wow.
And this lady named Izola Ware Curry, I had to write her name down. She came up to him and she said, "Are you really Dr. King?" And he said, "Yes." And she stabbed him with a letter opener.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
How did she get past security?
Back in the day, I don't think they had security like that. I don't think security was an issue. It probably should have been, but it wasn't.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
But those are the cool updates about Dr. King that you didn't, cool facts about Dr. King that you didn't know.
And actually, we were talking earlier about, all of the things that he did, to promote civil rights and equal rights in this country. And it led to the Civil Rights Act being signed.
Yes, he did. President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And that was all because of the work that Martin Luther King did, the March on Washington. All that stuff propelled that into fruition. And it was just a great accomplishment. And before that, I don't want to date myself, but being born in '63, I came into this country with not even the right to vote. And so,
you were born that way.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I was born that way without the right to vote. So again, the impact that Martin Luther King had on this society and everybody else is it's amazing. Because again, without him, we as African Americans wouldn't even have the right to vote in this country. So.
If he was alive today,
Yes.
one thing he would be upset about in this country, go.
Probably that we still haven't came on a unified front yet.
You talking about African Americans?
Yeah, African Americans as a unified front.
I would say he would be upset about the lack of respect for elders in this country when it comes to our young people. He'll be upset about that.
Shani?
I would say that he would be very disappointed with the entertainment industry, mainly our hip hop community.
Oh, and I would also say he'd be disappointed that we got to get ready to go to a commercial right now.
Yeah. which is a good segue. Hey, we got more coming up on Big Bink's Break Room. Stay right here with us on Media Room 360, right here on the CW33.
Hi. Can I get the now bar, please?
No problem. $1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hi, can I get a now bar, please?
$1.
Thanks.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
You got it.
How's it going? Can I get a now bar?
Hey, stop right there! Get down on the ground! Out of your car, right? Keep there! Over your head! On the ground!
Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
All right, welcome back to Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. Your man Big Bink, my bro Action Jackson, and Shani Scott. Hey, so we got this new thing that we're doing called the Baby Daddy segment.
The Baby Daddy Update.
The Baby Daddy Update.
Baby Daddy Update.
The Baby Daddy Update.
Which is this segment.
Yes.
Yes, it's this segment because, you know, I don't consider myself a baby mama. I'm an ex-wife and I have 2 children. But I do have a baby daddy because he has baby daddy ways. So
Right.
he's a baby daddy.
But technically, all women that got kids are baby mamas, right? Technically.
I'm an ex-wife.
That
Okay,
would be the technical
I'm being
term.
bougie.
Yeah.
But yes, I am a baby mama, like Fantasia says, and I'm proud to be a baby mama. I love my kids.
Hey.
But you know, this whole baby daddy update thing started because one day on the radio, my kid's father took my children with his then girlfriend on a trip, and my kids were only like 3 and 4, and no one called me and told me. And so I'm like, no, you don't take my kids. You don't take my kids and just not talk to me about it, especially with somebody that I've never even met. I don't know this woman. I don't know how she feels about my children. And then she had kids, and she had little boys, and I had little girls. And I'm like, no, we can't have the older little boys in the room with my little girls because they don't know how to defend themselves.
Well, you said they went on a trip. They went out out the country. They went to
out
the
the
grocery store.
city. They went out the city.
Oh.
They went out the city for the weekend, and that for me, that was a no-no. So I had a whole meltdown on air and went off real bad on him and his girlfriend, and then I met them at McDonald's and told them, don't you ever let this happen again or else it will be worse. So I have some tips for the single moms that are raising your kids and you're trying to get along with the other person that you had the kids with.
That other person.
Yeah, the other person.
well, them plus the other people that's with the person.
If there's other people, because I know for my kids, like that particular girlfriend she's no longer in the picture.
Oh, okay.
However, I do want to let you know that we miss you and we would love for you to come back. But
I'm sure she's watching.
Yes.
He has a wife now.
She's tuned in.
And there's issues there because the kids feel like the wife doesn't care about them. So
your kids,
my kids feel like his wife doesn't genuinely care about them.
Okay.
And what I've had to say to my daughters is, well, when you go over there, just be respectful.
Right.
If something go down, call
me.
Agreed. And I'll do all of the talking. But as a parent, what I would say, if you have young children and you're dating, you have to consider your children. You can't say, well, this is my life and I'm going to do what I want to do. No, you have these kids that you have to raise.
Exactly.
So if there is a person around that is not showing your kids the love and care that they deserve, you probably want to get rid of them because other things could happen. Like, you know, this is a serious topic, like molestation. Or they could end up not watching your child in a certain situation and let your child walk off. Or your child could end up dead because we've been getting stories about that of parents, step-parents murdering the kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's not new. Again, this is something that goes on, and it's just important to be cautious especially when you're dealing with other people and your kids. You want to be cautious and you want to make the right decision. So you got tips for us?
Yeah. So that's the first tip.
Okay.
If somebody's like that in your life, then you need to
That's a good first tip, my
you need to get rid of them. You have to get rid of them. Like there is nothing to talk about. There's nothing to discuss. If this person shows you, if you're the non-custodial parent and every time your kids or your child comes around, your new maid or whatever this person is to you has an attitude or you kind of won't pay attention to that. You can't say, well, I only have them for the weekend and then me and her will be together or me and him will be together for the next couple weeks. You should be making sure that you are spending an adequate amount of time with your children, even if you are, even if you're not the custodial parent. So don't just keep it to, oh, it's my weekend. No, get your kids as much as you can, and whoever you with should be on point with that. Another tip, if your kids are active, like my kids are active, they are in sports, they participate in school plays, they do different things. If this person won't come along with you, and this is if you're the custodial or the non-custodial, you got to get rid of them.
Is that a red flag? Would that be considered red flaggish?
That is a major red flag, because if you care about your kids like you say you care about your kids, then your kids are the most important thing. Now, I will say this. When my children graduate and they go on to college, that's a different story, because now they're grown. But right now, I'm responsible for raising them and making sure that they have the best chance at life. And what I don't want to do is add any mental stress or, have them being adults that say, well, my mama kept picking men over me. Not a good look, ladies.
Nope.
Not a good look, dads, either. You don't want your daughter saying, well, he always picking them girls over me. So get it together. That's your baby daddy update.
All right.
So we got to do a segment on different parenting styles and how that affects the kids. Because one parent could be used to doing things one way, and another parent could be used to doing things another way, and you sending mixed messages to the kids. Y'all agree?
Yeah, you got to get on the same page.
So yeah, we definitely need to talk about that.
And we thought about this before, right? You guys, we thought about doing a parent podcast because all of us are parents.
Right.
And we were like thinking to ourselves, like, we should do like a parent podcast because all of us are parents and all of us have gone through this.
Absolutely. And going through it.
And going through it, still going through it like you guys out there. So again, it's a community, because you'd be surprised on how many parents that I come up to and we all come up to that we relate to stories.
Oh, sure.
And you think you're the only one. Like, I thought it was just me.
Oh, yeah.
I thought my kids were just like that. And again, you find out it's not just you, and it's a community out there. So again, I think that's a great idea. Great advice, Shani.
Yeah, like the other day, Bink and I had a conversation. He came by the house, and I said, I don't know where my utensils are. I don't know what these kids do with the forks and the spoons. I have no forks, no spoons. The bowls are all missing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't even eat the lunch that I just made. And I asked him, I said, what happened to the forks? I don't know. And Bink told me, he said, they're throwing them away.
Put the whole plate in the garbage.
I said, you know what? They probably are.
And as we're talking, she's eating ice cream with a knife.
With a knife.
She's eating blue ice cream with a knife as we're talking. She's like, I don't know where. I was like,
yeah, too funny.
They throwing it away. They throwing it away.
Yeah. Well, again, great advice, Shani.
Thank you.
Stay right here. We got more coming up on Big Bink's Break Room Podcast right here on Media Room 360 and the CW33.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You can say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father.
Crippling depression, anxiety, exhaustion.
I was in prison and her mom had a heart attack. There's a lot of institutional issues and challenges that suggest to us that dads aren't essential, and I've always rejected that.
Sometimes you don't have to know everything about being a dad. You just gotta be there.
Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back to Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. I'm your man, Action Jackson. Thanks for having us on the CW33 along with my friend Big Bink and Shani. But right now it's my time to tell you about the AIDS ride, the AIDS life cycle. I need your help. Make sure you check out the QR code right there on the screen. Help me raise $3,500 for the AIDS life cycle going down this June. All right. Don't forget, it's a bike ride from San Francisco to Los Angeles. 545 miles, all to help out those in San Francisco and Los Angeles living with AIDS and HIV, and I know you can help me out. I know Bink is donating, aren't you, Bink?
Man, are you kidding me?
Shani's donating.
Absolutely.
Yes, I always get donations from these guys every year, and thank you guys so much for you guys' support always for last one. And this is my last ride, too.
Sure. That's what he always says. Been riding for 20 plus years, talking about this is my last ride.
It's the last one, you guys. So again, don't forget, I need you guys' donation. Make sure you use the QR code, okay?
Gotcha.
All right, so now it's time for Big Bink's DM, everybody.
Yeah, so we got a letter in for you guys. I made the letter go away.
So what happens is random letters come, to my IG account, in my DM, and I read them and I was like, you know what, Shani, look at this. Like this is really relatable. Like it'd be some real stuff in these DMs. So this is one of the letters that we got off my IG account at DJ Big Bink. Make sure you follow me.
No, at Big Bink's Break Room.
I'm sorry, at DJ Big Bink's.
No, at Big Bink's Break Room.
Big Bink's Break Room.
Come on, man. Pull it together.
You'll see the little white and red headphones. That's the avatar. But go in the break room right now. Go right now, follow us, but then check out the DMs. You got an issue, you got something you need help with. You got 3 fabulous minds right here. We can help. Here go one of the letters, though.
Dear Big Bink's Break Room, I am a 35-year-old man, and I've been with my lady for 4 years now.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm. It's been a great relationship, and I love her very much. There are a few things I would like to get in place before I propose, but we got a surprise recently that has changed some things for me and our relationship. Mm-hmm. She recently told me that she's pregnant, and while I should be happy, just like any man would be, I'm not an ordinary man. You see, before I became Jonathan, I was Sandra. I fully transitioned when I was 23, and while my male part is functional, it cannot produce a child. I am hurt, and I don't know what to do or say next, since I could not possibly be the father of the child she is carrying. Should I cut my losses and end the relationship, or tell her about my past and see where it goes from there?
I think it's too late to tell her about the past because the past done already caught up to him. What he should have did from the jump was explain the whole scenario about him transitioning and taking on this other persona, this other person before they even got together. So now the chicken is fried and you can't eat it.
He said the chicken is fried.
Why you can't eat it if it's fried?
Well, I'm saying
What's wrong with the chicken?
The chicken is out of order. Action, what you think?
Well, he said, should he cut his losses? Well, he cut something else already, so why not cut the losses along with that? I mean, I don't know. This is kind of crazy to me because it's one of those situations where he knows he's not the father of the child, right? So it's like, what are you gonna do? You know you didn't have this baby. I don't know what I would do. That to me is crazy.
Are we missing the fact that the dude did not tell the woman that he was somebody else and they done got together the whole thing before they hooked up? Hey, I was just want to let you know, full transparency.
She probably knew. I don't know.
Obviously not. She told him she was pregnant.
No, she told him she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Like she's out in those streets.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's got to be out in the street, so he knows it's not his. So maybe she might be trying to catch him up and just
but she can't because
she can't.
His male part doesn't produce.
I understand,
babies.
but what I'm saying, he knows that. She doesn't.
He should have told her.
But she's been in those streets.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Maybe she's trying to catch him up. Maybe he's got some money. Maybe he's got some status. and she's trying to catch him up, be like, hey, I got your baby. I'm pregnant. And he'd be like, check this out. Da, 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 da.
Here's my ID from 2006.
I think
here's 2022.
I think he should be honest. I think he should come clean and say, listen, there is no way that what you were carrying is my baby because, girlfriend, I am your sister, really.
Yeah, he should have said that from the jump.
That's what needs to be said, and then they can deal with the whole infidelity thing, and then they can figure out if they want to be together. But, I mean, that's just, I think that, you know, if that's what you decide to do, if you want to transition and be the other, just be honest with people.
From the jump.
Let them know. You
From
shouldn't
the
be
jump.
ashamed of it. You should be proud of who you are and what you are. Don't do that.
And then you went through all that to become who you want to be, like, and then you just gonna blow it, like, you know.
Be proud of it.
But then here go the part ain't nobody talking about. The other guy in question, he just need to come on and be a part of the whole party with him, so they can all be friends at the end of the day.
No.
My thoughts.
Okay, I got a confession.
Oh Lord.
Nah, I'm just saying. It's time for me to transition. It's time for me to transition. It's time for us to get out of here, you guys.
All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Action, and my girl Shani right here on Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. But do us a favor, like, before we go. Like, tell somebody about the show so we can keep our kids fed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They hungry.
Yeah. We appreciate you hanging out with us, though. Next week, same time, same place, right here on the CW33. Have a great weekend.
30 hertz straight up, straight up. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Bet I'm in the break room. What you doing?